Hey everyone, CA is here at Coveo headquarters in the lounge actually with Anthony Dumas, who's a sales manager for the Sitecore line of business at Coveo. Welcome Anthony, it's a pleasure to host you today.
Thanks for having me and I'm glad to be here.
So senior sales manager for the Sitecore line of business, can you tell us a little bit more about your daily job?
Well, pretty much it's a job that we've kind of made progress over the years, and I've been in that role for the past few years. And mainly what we do is we work with a network of partners that are tasked by companies through RFPs or through like digital replatforming project to kind of look at the search component. So I'm working with these digital agencies, the system integrator, to position Coveo as a search component of often a broader project.
Cool. What is the main challenge you encounter while talking with these guys?
There's a lot of people around the table, and sometimes the value of search and obviously the role that search can play is misconceived. So it's really to be able to put the search component into a broader perspective, but also be able to kind of make sure that our product is fully leveraged to its best extent.
So of course, quantifying is something that can be harsh. What about the trial version that Coveo has with the Sitecore line of business? Is it helping you? How do you use that?
Yeah, it's been a big help because the system integrator or even clients will use that trial version that can be provisioned straight from a website to actually get a 30-day trial on our product. So they'll be able to leverage content within their Sitecore, which is a CMS we're working with, but also other repositories such as YouTube or website to demonstrate the value as part of the project, and obviously then being able to confirm that Coveo will be the solution of choice for them.
So you kick the door open with the trial version?
It's a hammer that helps us, but sometimes you need more than one hammer to open the door.
What kind of other hammers could you need?
It's working with, because obviously we talk a lot about website search and that play, but it goes beyond website search. We have now machine learning, as we all know, usage analytics, so other component that goes beyond search that will help us to elevate the value that we bring into these projects. And this is the main challenge that we often face, is that search is perceived as a specific requirement where it can be so much more than that.
Yeah, it's actually the cornerstone of a bigger project, let's say for a web refurbishing.
Absolutely, and we often think of Coveo in my reality of a website search component, but we can talk about intranet as well. We can talk about login, we can talk about customer communities. So I think a lot of this is not new to us, but it's a value proposition that we need to be comfortable arguing and talking about.
How did you end up, senior sales manager for such line of business?
I'm I've always pictured myself as being a salesperson. In fact, I come from a background where both of my parents were sales reps, so I knew this was a path that I wanted to follow. Got started at Coveo about 5 years ago as a BD, business development, climbed the ladder, climbed the level one after the other. And the dynamic of this role is really about interaction. I'm a sociable type of guy, so being able to build a pretty thorough network with partner, but also work with end client in better positioning our product, understanding technology, which is something that is evolving so rapidly, is definitely something that was kind of like looking myself doing, and this role has been great for me. It's been 3 years and it's been a fun ride.
What would you say has been your biggest struggle through, climbing the different levels up to the position you're at now?
I think it's a mix of understanding your skill set, what you can bring in the mix. What we do is complex. Technology is something evolving very quickly. So being able to understand what role you can bring into these complex sales cycle, but also finding the right individual internally to help you push this into obviously a sell and obviously getting a closed deal. But most importantly is to leverage that network of partners that are crucial to our success as an organization and as a division, Coveo for Sitecore. So that blend of finding the right folks, getting them involved internally, but also nurturing that level of partner has been a bit of an ongoing challenge.
Seems like you really love your role and the organization. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you particularly appreciate from the Coveo life?
The Coveo life, right? Good question. I think if we look back at the last years, there's something great about Coveo is that we celebrate success and people sometimes take risks, takes initiative, and that mindset of people not being afraid to take risks, not being afraid of being slapped on the finger, but really looking forward to the reward of achieving something great. Being a sell, being a project is something that a lot of people look for and obviously appreciate working in that type of context.
And of course, failure is, on the path to success, of course, right? So you feel like, you've got room to actually, make mistakes and maybe learn from them.
Yeah, and if you don't try, there's a lot of those campaigns that we would not have won. You've mentioned the travel before, but we've taken so many routes, actually position Coveo as being the de facto solution to them. So being a workshop and looping in even some of our executive in some of these campaigns, it's really something that a lot of people feel. You can go knock on door, you can take risks, you can take initiative, and if it works, great. If you fail, well, learn from it and obviously try something else.
Anthony, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.